In the past, hot Audi A4s have always been fairly terrible.
Oh, they were beautifully made. Audis always are, and they were fast. But they felt heavy and lumpy. A BMW M3, that was a lemon sorbet. Fast Audi, more a sort of turbocharged spotted dick.
You have to say, though, that this new one certainly looks the part.
You know how George Bush walks around like that, with his arms out and his hands backwards? And Tony Blair started doing it as well. Makes you look bigger and more powerful. That's what that's doing.
And it's not just the outside that's all anabolic either. Inside, it's even more pumped up. It has the wheel from a Lamborghini, lots of carbon fibre, and look at those seats. You're not going to get flung out of those in a hurry. It's not all show and no trousers either, because it has a 4.2-litre V8 which snarls like a wounded tiger and goes like a bat.
I mean, you may have thought the old BMW M3 was a quick car, but this is just in a different league. 414 brake horsepower. 414! That's 100 more than you got from the old Beamer. 100! That's enough to give a man a whole new hairdo.
0 to 60 is dealt with in under 5 seconds, and 0 to 100 takes less than 11. But the figures only tell half the story.
I've got a sneaking suspicion that I'm sitting about 4 feet from one of the greatest engines ever made. I mean, it just loves to rev. That's 8,000 RPM from a V8.
And of course, very little of the grunt is wasted, because like all fast Audis, the RS4 has 4-wheel drive. It all sounds wonderful, but there is one small thing.
You see, for as long as I can remember, Audi has always mounted its engines as far forward as possible, right up by the headlamps. And that's great in an ordinary four-door saloon, because it means there's more space inside for people and things. But when you turn that ordinary four-door saloon into a hot rod, it's not so great. You don't want it to be nose heavy. You want balance. You don't want to be driving along with the equivalent of a big dead horse nailed to your radiator grille.
With this one, the engine's way up front as usual, but it's a very light engine. And the front wings are made from aluminium. And most of the power is sent to the back. So, has that solved the problem? Well, that's why I'm in a gorge in the south of France, to find out.
We're going to have a race. It's going to be me in the car versus those guys who are climbers. This is the route. We're here and we're racing to there. Unfortunately, there's no road along there, so I've got to drive along here, round there, along here, which is the second most demanding road in Europe, and then up here, which is the most demanding road in Europe, and then along here to the finish point. Meanwhile, the climbers are going up that.